You know one of those, you know those clickbaity channels that are like super clickbait?
Yeah.
And they have like, they have the picture like this.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
You want to do it?
No, no.
You don't think we should do it? I think we should do it.
Okay.
Let's do at least one. Okay, now let's look at the camera and smile. Alright, Gadgeteers, welcome back. So, guess who I've got today as my guest?
Hey guys.
I got the man, Gavin. He's here to help me build a computer. We have a basic entry-level gaming system we're going to build for my brother-in-law. He wanted to do this on a budget, and I figured, well, not a problem. We can actually do that. So I looked on Black Friday and ordered some parts from Amazon, got a pretty good deal. Everything I have here on the table came in at $539 and 41 pennies, so 539 bucks and 41 cents. I don't think that's too bad. What do you think, Gavin?
I think that's pretty good.
So I'm not sure how good of a gaming machine this will be. We're going to find out. Now, I've done a lot of research, so I'm hoping it all comes out right. But luckily, I've got Gavin here to help me because I haven't built a computer in 10 years.
I haven't built a computer at all,
So the moral of the story is this is not a how-to video. It could very well be a how-not-to video, but I remember most things, you know, like, so it should be okay. I think it'll come together nicely. So without further ado, I'm going to go over the parts that we have here and what we got. So from left to right, the first thing that we have is the motherboard, and I'll do a close-up of all these goodies. This is an MSI B450M Pro M2 AMD motherboard. The only thing I did not like about this motherboard is that it only has 2 slots for memory. So it is limited to 32 gigabytes, but ratings were good on the board. I'm not too worried. I don't think my brother-in-law will ever surpass the 32 gigabyte barrier. Just as a point of reference, he's still using the computer I built for him. Well, I guess I built one more recent than 10 years, about 5, maybe 6 years ago. He's still using that computer. So we've got an AMD motherboard here. I did quite a bit of homework on this power supply. I've got an EVGA 550B3.
which just sounds fancy.
Bronze edition, semi-modular, meaning that the main power cable is not modular, which, you know, you have to have it anyway, so who cares if it's not modular. It's pretty, it's black, and it says here it has a Japanese main capacitor. Japanese main capacitor.
Yeah, you know it's good.
So I don't know if that means it's good or not. It's extremely heavy. This thing is actually heavier than the case. Try it out.
How much was this?
I don't remember. I want to say it was like $65 or $70. That's the power supply. That's what gives all the components inside their power.
Nice. Imagine if you hooked up 10 of these.
10? 550 watts? That'd be 5,500 watts of power.
And then you just had a whole screen of computers. That'd be pretty cool.
That might be a future project.
Yes.
I would like that. Next, we have the processor, a Radeon graphics enabled Vega. So this is a Ryzen 5 2400G with the Vega 11 graphics built in. Again, doing a lot of research. He didn't want to put out the money for a video card yet, but maybe in the future he will. He's just not sure just yet. But the processor right there, you believe you're holding 158 bucks?
Well, don't give this to me.
$158 for the processor. Not a bad deal.
150?
158 bucks. Next. And you have one of these in your computer.
Yes. I do.
We have the Samsung 860 EVO VNAND SSD. Of course, this is not the 860 Pro, but that's okay because it was on sale for $137, which for me is a good deal. This is a 1 terabyte drive, and I always opt for the largest amount of SSD storage you can get. Now, I know there's a whole big issue with the different types of NAND RAM that, well, it's not RAM really, NAND chips, N-A-N-D.
Yeah.
NAND, that are used inside these. This one is not the premium one, but the Pro version was twice as much as this drive. And of course, I believe, I can't remember which type it is. I want to say SLC or TLC NAND is used as a cache, and then the remainder of the drive is a slower type of NAND. So if you go over the cache, which is I think like 22 gigabytes, it starts to run slower. He will never notice that. I have one of these drives. I've tested it with mega transfers, and I've gotten a consistent 550 megabytes a second. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And this is kind of what you have in your laptop.
This is like really light.
Remember we did surgery on your laptop?
Oh yeah, we did.
Put one of those in?
Yeah.
Now compare that, Gavin, with our 4 terabyte Seagate Green drive, a Barracuda. It's called a compute drive, 4 terabytes. Now notice this is basically an OEM. It's in an anti-static bag. However, the box it shipped in had all these components in it with this drive exactly as you see. 0 padding. You heard that correct. 0 padding from Amazon. So this very well could be a DOA. You know what DOA is?
No.
Dead on arrival.
Wow, that's sad.
Now feel how heavy the mechanical drive is compared to the
Whoa.
EVO.
This is like, probably like, I don't know, like 10 times heavier.
It is. Way heavier. That's a mechanical drive. That's got 4 terabytes of storage, so 4 times as much as this.
What? Wow, that's crazy.
Not bad, huh?
So it's anti-static
Yep.
packaging?
That's to protect the drive.
That's nice. Wow.
All right.
It's made of metal.
Yes.
That's neat.
Yep. Next on our list. This I'm actually donating to my brother-in-law's computer. This is a 16 gigabyte DDR4 2400 megahertz DIMM. I took it out of my Dell Inspiron desktop, the 5675 Ryzen 7 model, because I upgraded the RAM in that unit to 32 gigabytes. Now I do have a video on that, and I did some testing with the 32 gigabytes for rendering video files versus the 16 gigabyte single DIMM. But this is how that Dell 5675 shipped. This part is actually a Samsung K11 P000, and it ends with 690B. Now there's actually 2 part numbers, so you might want the second one, which starts with M37 and ends with BB1-CRC. I'll put that stuff up on the screen so you can see it, and it'll also be down in the description. Now, the thing about RAM, Gavin, when you have a single DIMM, it's slower. You can get double the data rate if you have 2 DIMMs in both slots, but this is a budget kind of thing, so we only have 1. These are going for between 150 to 189 bucks, so this is definitely a big savings on this computer here, and that's one reason why it's so inexpensive, because of this little part here. This is called random access memory. So this is kind of like the where all the information is temporarily stored while the computer works. So if the power goes out, anything in here gets erased.
Oh.
So we gotta make sure the power don't go out, and that's our RAM.
Wow. This is cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. So if the power goes out, like, all of the information from in here is gone.
Yes.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. The last thing we've got is the case over here. I'll do a close-up shot of that as well. I can't even remember the part number. It's a Roseville Turfing, Tyrfing model. This case was only 37 bucks, but it was rated well by thousands of people, and it didn't look like it was the fake ratings you can see on Amazon sometimes. I don't know if you've ever been on there.
No.
You got to be careful because some of the companies, like when they sell stuff, they will have people rate it really good.
Yeah.
And they're fake ratings. They didn't really buy the case. They're being tricky.
Yeah. We don't like that.
We don't like that. We don't like liars.
Get out of here, liars.
I'm telling you. Okay, so got processor, motherboard, power supply, drives.
I think we're set.
Memory, case, handy dandy screwdriver, and my most favorite thing, a flashlight. Think we're ready?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to blow this computer up?
Well, if I do it, probably.
If we do, we'll just sneak it over his house and make sure we get the money first. Then we'll let him turn it on.
And then roast marshmallows.
And then roast marshmallows.
Over the flaming computer.
Well, we'll let him do that.
Yeah.
We got to run out the door with the money.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because I haven't been paid yet. How bad can it be? What could possibly go wrong? Well, actually quite a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about static electricity pretty quick here.
Okay.
It really sucks. Basically, all these components are very sensitive. You see how they're all in cases?
Yeah.
If you rub your feet on the carpet or anything and then you touch it, you can damage it permanently.
Oh, shoot.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. So we got to be really careful.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. We're going to be very, very, very careful.
Does cardboard not produce static electricity?
What we have to do is ground ourselves before we work on anything, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that.
Okay.
Now, for those of you savvy folks out there who've built many computers, and for those of you who aren't so savvy, more importantly, I would say, make sure you ground yourself at least occasionally, or often I should say, if you don't have a grounding strap on, or if you're not standing on a grounded mat. And you can also get a grounding mat for the surface of your desk, so while you're working you can just touch the mat and ground out. So there's all kinds of options. I use what's called the cheater's method. I plug the power supply into a plug bar, and then I turn the plug bar off, and I ground myself out frequently by touching the power supply on an unpainted surface. Anodized metal is okay, but don't touch a painted surface because you won't ground yourself. Ground basically means your body, you know, if you rub your feet on the carpet, you'll store a static charge and you can shock somebody. So you have to touch something that goes all the way to the ground.
Okay.
And we do that by using either something plugged in that's made of metal that has a ground on it, or, like I was saying, the power supply.
Okay.
But it's real important.
Yeah.
Because I've seen too many computers get messed up, unfortunately.
It's not right.
It's not cool. Not at all.
Computer's life matters.
That's right. All right, everybody. I'm going to cut and bring the camera in closer. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
We are back. So I think the first thing we'll do, Gavin, is open up the power supply. Basically, all we got to do is get this plastic off.
Yeah. Ooh, that's the fun part.
Indeed. You ever watch Jay's 2 Cents?
No.
He's a guy that just built a computer, a gaming computer. So I was watching his video. By the way, this tag here means that the power supply is sealed from EVGA. So since it was produced, we're the first person to open it.
Wow.
So here we have all our cables. I'm actually going to leave all these in here.
There's some sort of adapter, I think.
Yep, that's to plug in the computer itself. Exactly.
Nice. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to give that to my grandma. She loves bubble wrap.
Does she?
Yeah, she
Okay.
loves bubble wrap.
All right, we'll stick it in here. Now, as far as I can tell, this is anodized metal, not painted, so we should be okay. Pretty looking power supply.
Ooh.
We are going to need a couple of cables. So I am going to set the cables right here, since we're going to need them anyway.
And a fan.
And I'll put that box down there. We're going to do something I've never done before. It's called a bench test.
What's that?
Jay's 2 cents, very wise, of course. I always put everything in. Well, not everything. I put the motherboard in, the memory, and the processor into the case. And then I try to power everything up and see if it works.
Yeah.
But why go through all that effort if it's not going to work?
That's a good question.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do, first of all, we want to check the power supply.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure it's in the off position, even though the plug bar down there is unplugged. And there should be a black cable down there.
Yep. Right
We
here.
want to plug that into here.
Yeah.
That will give us our ground.
Yep. There you go. I think that's in.
Awesome.
Yep.
Now this cable right here is actually the main power supply cable for the motherboard. So if you look here, you can see where it says MB.
Yeah.
Let me bring this over here.
Oh, motherboard.
Yep. See if it's still on. Oh, it's stopped. Now we got to reslate.
No.
Turkey. Okay, hold on. Slate.
That's fun.
So it says MB there. So we grab the cable and you look on both ends, you see how it says MB?
Yeah.
You can actually plug that in. And this right here is a clicker, so once it's plugged in, it won't come out easily. So you want to plug that in.
In the right spot.
Yep.
Right here?
Over a little bit.
Like right there.
Let's see. Maybe we've got the wrong end. Gavin, we might not know what we're doing.
Oh no. Well, I definitely don't know what I'm doing.
I think we should probably give up already. We don't know what the hell we're doing. I've never used a modular power supply, at least not in the last 5 years. So, when in doubt,
and then all your fans in the
let's
comments.
have a look at it.
It should go in.
It's actually longer. You would think, because that clicker's got to click in. What about this one?
Clicker.
Maybe. Well, actually, now that I think of it, this end says motherboard as well. So,
oh.
guess we don't know what the heck we're doing, Gavin.
I get it.
I would blame myself. So see if that'll fit in there.
There we go. Wait. Hold up. Let me. I think that's good.
Yep.
And then this one.
Yes. Yes, Gavin. Brilliant.
That's actually pretty fun.
Sweet. Okay. Next on the Price is Right. See the one that says CPU?
Yeah.
We're going to have to do that one as well.
Okay.
So, here's the one that says CPU. And I'm assuming this modular one goes on that end once again. Oh, by the way, these little black ties that come off all these parts, we hang on to them because we can use them for cable management later. So we got 2 so far.
Yeah, there we go.
Sweet. Now, I could be wrong. I'm hoping I'm right. I don't know. I believe that's all we'll need to put in. The other ones say SATA 1, SATA 2, peripheral, and VGA. So this is what we need right now to do a bench test of the mommy board. And we want to put the CPU together with the memory and the motherboard.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I'm going to suggest that just to play it safe,
Yeah.
we go ahead and take our shoes off because we don't want to accidentally scuff our feet on the carpet and get the chance of static electricity. So I'm going to pop my shoes off.
Safety first, guys.
Safety first.
I'm going to take mine off.
And I really wish there was some bare metal on here. I would feel better. It's reasonably humid out today, thankfully, so I don't think it'll be an issue.
So, do socks hear anything?
No, I think we'll be all right. They could, but we should be okay.
Okay.
So, from this point on, we're really starting to mess with the gear that's sensitive to static electricity. So, we just want to make sure we touch something that's metal here. Hopefully that's not painted.
If it is. Wait, is this metal?
Yeah, but it's not grounded yet.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
The back of those computers are grounded, but just getting up and moving can cause more static electricity than it's worth.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to take the motherboard out. And we do have a kit here, which is nice. We got a single screw. I'm not sure what that's for yet. I'm going to put this back in the box. The motherboard is in a static-proof bag, once again.
That's good.
See how that works? So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out.
Whoa.
And that's the bottom. We're going to flip it over. And what we'll do, we'll just set it on the box.
Uh-huh.
So we really don't want to, at this point, we really don't want to put this in the computer. It's not time yet.
No.
Looks like it came with two cables, one that's a straight SATA and one that has a 90-degree bend on it. Has the back plate, which goes on that case, which we'll do in a little while. A single screw in a bag.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exciting!
Yeah.
An MSI sticker.
Nice.
Woo!
That may be the funniest thing I've seen. One screw in a bag. Like, seriously.
Somehow or another, it's going to be the most important screw ever.
Yeah.
And probably a year-old DVD driver set.
Yeah.
More than likely, I will not be using that. I think I'll rely on an update to take care of that. Now, one thing we could do is plug these cables in because it would ground the board out. And I think... Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. So, if you look at this board, see that little clasp right there?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. See that little pinch right there? I guess you'd call it a clasp that holds that. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Until we hear it click. Then, we've got the CPU. Which we check on the motherboard. We should be able to match it up. It makes it easy because this is the only one.
Yeah.
So if you want, I'll let you plug that in. And you can do one piece at a time or both of them, whichever way you want to.
One piece at a time.
But each one should click.
Wait, hold up. I feel like I'm gonna break it or something.
I don't think you will. They're keyed slots, so they only go in one way.
Wait, which way do they go?
So here's the,
I'm doing it the wrong way,
edge right there.
Okay.
So each piece, there you go. There you go.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I probably should have did both, but that's fine. Okay, there we go.
All right, we got them in.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to put that back there. Now, I'm just going to bend this cable down, crimp it a little bit so it stays out of our way. So now the ground, whenever you turn off a plug bar, it turns off the hot lead, but not the ground. So all this is grounded all the way through now. So we can actually touch this metal and we ground out.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so next we're going to get the processor out. I hate breaking these seals. I feel so guilty whenever I do. I should have had a knife here, but I don't. So I'm just going to use the tip of the screwdriver. See if I can get it started. Wow, that is some tough tape. There we go. So we get two things in our kit here. We get a fan, and we get the actual processor. So here's the $158 processor, and you get a lovely sticker.
Neat.
And of course the cooler fan. Okay. So this fan does have some heat gel. I forget what you call it. I always forget what it's called. Heat it. Anyway, you have to have this stuff on the metal of the heatsink and the processor. If you don't, heat won't transfer from the processor. And unfortunately, it'll cause the processor to overheat and you can damage it.
Wow.
So it's got some on it already, but I'm going to add some.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that. Okay, let's get the processor out. Look at our Ryzen sticker. Oh, I'm in love. The little Ryzen sticker.
You're just swimming in Ryzen stickers.
Now, before we take this out, you see this little arm right here?
Yeah.
You have to push down on it and slide it aside. And very gently pull up. It's very fragile, so you got to be very gentle.
Yeah.
And then I'll push it back down and it'll move over. So I'm going to let you give it a try.
And then explode. You see the house exploding.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
Uncle Bob don't care if his computer works.
I did it there.
Awesome.
And it didn't explode.
It did not. Okay, so we're going to pop the processor out. Now here's the rub, my friend.
Yeah.
If you look on the bottom of this processor, you see those tiny little pins?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Those tiny, tiny little pins on the bottom of that processor are very, very fragile.
Oh.
And the processor only goes in one way. So you see that little arrow?
Yeah.
And you see the little arrow there on the motherboard? Let's show our lovely audience. So there's the little arrow there. And there on the corner is the little arrow on the processor. If I can hold it. So what we need to do is drop this processor right in there so it lines up with the arrows. You want to do that?
Okay.
Careful.
Okay.
So that's the arrow, and it lines up with that arrow.
Okay. So...
There you go. Yep. And you'll feel it just kind of fall in. You don't have to force it at all.
Wow, there we go.
There you go.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's crazy.
And then the arm gets lowered and you slide it over nice and gentle.
Okay. And... Oh, okay. It's moving a little.
It's okay. You can hold it. Nice and gentle.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
So that holds it in place.
Yep, exactly.
Neat.
Okay. open up the red toolbox.
There we go.
And you gotta pop those tops off.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you see that little tube that says MX4?
MX4.
On the very right-hand side.
Right-hand side. Yep.
Yes.
What's this?
Okay, this is our thermal compound, what I keep calling gel. I don't know why. Okay, I just forget stuff. As a good programmer friend of mine said a long time ago when I was about 20 and he was 50, he said, I've probably forgotten more than you'll ever know. I'm not saying I'm that old. Well, I am 50 as of yesterday, so I guess I'm kind of old. We need to go ahead and, because this is going to be permanent, we're going to leave the heatsink on the processor. So if we get a power on self-test that's successful and it boots up, we're going to go ahead and start putting the parts inside the computer, inside the case.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what we want to do is just get a tiny little drop, whoops, right in the center.
What's that do?
This is thermal paste. Okay, so maybe I'm not in the center. Thermal paste is that stuff I was telling you about that transfers the heat from this die of the CPU to this really cool cooling fan here. Now we got to have a look at this fan because I see 4 screw holes, and looking at this mount, it looks like these are completely different, so I'm not sure yet how exactly this goes together because I'm thinking by the looks of it, it actually goes in the bracket holes here and here. There's all kinds of different ones, so before we go any further, I'm going to sit this down for a second because we just want to make sure there's nothing else in the box and we're not missing anything. Nope. So my suspicion is, and I can just feel our viewers cringing, oh my god, what's he gonna do now? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here, right?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like this unit here, actually, these screws, see how they're spring loaded?
Yeah.
So we've got spring loaded screws there. If I didn't know any better, I would say these 4 have to be removed. This type of bracket is different. It's actually designed for a heatsink and cooler that you clip on.
Okay.
But this one obviously only goes in one way, would you say? Looks like it screws in to me. Right?
Yeah.
There's no clips or anything that you would clip on.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
It already has a little bit of the paste on the bottom, so if it didn't, I probably would have used more there, but I think that's good enough. They say about a pea size, but I made a little bit of a mess, so it kind of ran out a little bit.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these screws out. We're going to have a look at them. So have you ever heard Uncle Mark say, always keep everything when you build a computer?
Yeah.
Because someday we might want to replace the fan with a different kind here.
Yeah.
And if we do that, we might need these parts.
Right.
So we're going to unscrew all the way, take these out.
Good thing it's a magnetic screw.
I agree. It's actually the screwdriver, and I'm glad. We'll take that one out. And this one.
Oh.
And we're going to remove these pieces because I don't think we need them. Now, looking at the way this works, I believe what will happen is you can only screw it into these little holes so far. So theoretically, it should give just the right amount of tension onto this mount. And by the looks of it, we've got to go this way. See how the 4 screws match up? Okay. So, guess what this is?
What?
Guess.
I don't know. Probably like something you plug in.
This is used to fire the Death Star cannon.
Oh.
No, just kidding. No, this is actually what it's called is a header. See all these different pin sets here?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, these are the headers. This is the connector for a fan for the CPU. So we want to look around on this board and see if we can find the header for the fan, because we really want it to be as close as possible. This has 4 holes. I'll scoot it over your way.
Yeah.
Let's see. These are labeled USB 1, 2, JFP1, SATA, which is for hard drives.
Mm-hmm.
JUSB 2, JTM, fan 1. You see that right there?
Yeah.
And then there's another one. What does that one say?
It says fan 1. Wait, no, it says CPU fan 1.
Exactly. And that's the one we want, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, when we're looking at this motherboard, we've got all these headers down here, and it's almost never the headers down here.
Uh-huh.
Usually it's the one way up there.
Huh.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to say, well, this is the closest to the fan header, right?
Uh-huh.
We don't want to have it turned around this way where we got to run this cable all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do it that way, I suppose. It really wouldn't make that much of a difference in this case.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to set this down very gently. And
Yeah.
we don't really want to slide it around or anything. We want to set it down really gentle because everything's fragile. You see all these lines in the motherboard here?
Uh-huh.
Those are called etchings. And what they are is little wires that connect all these components to the processor.
Whoa.
So if we were to scratch it accidentally with the screwdriver, that would be the end of the motherboard.
Oh.
So we got to be pretty careful.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and hope I don't mess it up. I'm going to set it straight down so these line up.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh.
And by the looks of each of these holes,
Yeah.
you have to push down on it because it's spring loaded. I'm actually thinking I hate this. I don't like this design at all. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can turn one in and just get it started. Real gentle.
Oh.
Good. And then I'm going to go over here to this corner and start this one really gentle. Looks like we got it started. I think. Nope.
Oh, no.
There we go. So I'm going to turn this one just a little bit more. And then what I need to do is turn these ones a little bit more. You don't want to turn one all the way down because if you do, you could damage the die on the motherboard. Or the CPU, I should say. So let's turn the camera down a little bit here. There we go. I'm just going to pop this in here. And gently, 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 just enough to make it start into the hole. Good. Then I'll go over here to this one. Same story. I'm just going to push enough to just get it started. And once it grabs that hole, I can turn it a little bit more.
Oh, wait. You see that right there?
What you got?
Like right there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saying, hey, look, that silver part is spreading out a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to turn this screw maybe 3 times and then come over here. Turn this screw 1, 2, 3. Then I'll go back over here. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to come back over here. 1, 2. Got to make sure it's in there. It is good. You want to try it?
Sure.
So use both hands. You want to make sure you're not pushing too hard, but just hard enough, and then go ahead and turn it. Probably doesn't need too much more, and then go to the next one.
The next one?
Yep. Good deal. It's probably close to being tight. And then finally the last one.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna break it.
Nah. Just don't poke it through the motherboard.
Oh, no. That'd be bad.
It's the only way you learn how to do it, right? If you try.
Yeah.
I see a problem already. And this is, again, my lack of thinking and experience. So we decided to have the connector on that side. Now look at the memory slots.
Whoa.
What's going to happen if we try to put a DIMM in there?
It's gonna be in the way.
Yeah. So guess what we get to do? And what did Mark just say?
Yeah.
Get it right the first time?
Uh-huh.
My fault. Rookie mistake.
All your comments are, why did you have to do that?
The funny part is you guys were watching that going, no!
Oh yeah, I bet.
And they were laughing. Dude, they were saying, dude!
I bet.
Now we got to do it exactly the opposite. We got to let off each screw gently. And I thought it was so cool putting the fan the right way. But I wasn't.
No.
Now when the screw lets loose, you'll hear it pop. And that's okay.
Uh-huh.
I'll just keep going around. We don't want any one screw to be too tight.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to let this one go all the way. Do you hear that pop?
Yeah.
And I'll do this one. There we go. Then I'll do this one. Okay, that one's loose. Then we'll do this one. Oops.
Oh.
We don't want that to move if we can help it. It looks like the whole thing is spinning.
Oh no.
Houston, we got a problem.
No.
So, oh, nope, it's okay. See what we did to the die?
Yeah.
In there. So what we're going to have to do, unfortunately, is...
Yeah.
Oh, what just dropped? I'm going to go get some paper towel. I'll be right back. Okay, now... I just took a long walk.
Yeah.
Can you keep going that way?
Yeah.
This room is small.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, make sure I'm grounded. We're gonna wipe this die off. Unfortunately, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just gonna put some more on.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Just a gentle, tiny little squeeze.
What was that? What was that zap sound?
Zap sound?
Yeah. You put it on there and it made it like a sapping sound.
That was air.
Oh, okay.
Can he do it? Yes! Check out his control. Wow. Perfect right there. No more.
This turns into a bake
Dude,
show.
you're a total pro. Congratulations.
Yeah. It turns into a bake show. Okay, now we're going to put our paste on here.
The question is, are we going to put the whole thing in the oven?
Oh, no.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You want to put the lid back on that?
Yeah, where is it?
I believe I stole it from you. Count on Uncle Mark to take the lid.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Here we go again. Woo. Just goes to show, sometimes you don't listen to Uncle Mark. So if you see something you think might be wrong, feel free to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And we'll just try to match these up as best we can.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to hold it in place. Make sure it'd be a tight fit, but yes, 2 DIMMs can fit there. Basically, the motherboard and cooler, this is the cooler, this thing right here. This isn't the best setup in the whole universe. In other words, my viewers are laughing. They're saying, you should get a third-party cooler, man. You can get a really good one. And they're right. But, just an FYI, everybody, we're not going to be overclocking this one. Okay, we're just going to make sure we got these started. Just going to push them down real gentle. Straight down is the key, my friend.
Yes.
See that gap there on that one?
Uh-huh.
So I got to get it in the hole really good. Push it straight in. Once it's started, no problem. Is it started? No.
No. The whole board splits in half.
Oh God, don't even say that. You want to see me cry, don't you?
That'd be horrible. Nah.
Nah.
No.
We would cry, wouldn't we?
Probably. Your viewers would cry.
See, is that one actually in? I don't think that one's actually in. There we go. Okay. You want to tighten them?
Sure. Which one you want to tighten?
All of them.
Okay.
You know, 1 or 2 turns and then go to the other one diagonal from it. So that's good. Now go to the next one over here.
Oh, right, that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Yep, diagonal, right?
Yep. That should be good.
Yep.
That.
And then just 2 turns. 1, 2, and then go to the next one.
Now, I don't want to miss this one. So I'm going to put it right here. There we go.
Good.
Should be good.
Right. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to make sure these don't turn anymore. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can go too tight and damage the board, and you can go too loose and it'll pop off.
And then damage the board.
Yes. I'll tell you what's really cool about this type of mount.
What?
I've had the plastic on these mounts. See if I can get it in the camera angle here. The plastic here, I don't know if you can see that little tab.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, these parts get really hot,
Uh-huh.
and eventually the plastic fails and it just pops off. and the fan just pops off and hangs there, and then your CPU isn't getting cooled anymore and your system overheats. Modern motherboards, you can turn on a setting so that it will shut the whole computer off if it senses if the heat gets too high, an overload. Okay, I'm going to put these over here and these 4 screws over here. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the CPU box.
That's smart.
Okay, so we're closing in. Now, the next thing we need to do is put the memory stick in. So
that would go in here.
That's right. I'm going to swivel this a wee bit so we can see it. And basically what we have to do here is pop this little peg open here.
That's neat. Yeah.
Very gentle. And then pop that one.
Yeah.
And then notice this memory stick.
Yeah.
Do you see how one side is shorter than the other side?
Oh, yeah.
This side is shorter than this side. And notice the slot.
Oh, yeah.
This side is shorter. It's called a keyed slot. It can only go in one way.
Oh, that's smart.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to pop this out.
Very carefully.
Yes. It's kind of a pain in the butt, actually. Just want to make sure I'm still grounded. We're going to take this DIMM and we're going to set it in the slot here. Put each piece in the edge. You see how they're fitting?
Yeah.
Then you put 2 fingers here and 2 fingers here and you push straight down.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to let you do that. Okay. And you'll hear them click into place. It takes quite a bit of pushing. So don't be afraid. Yep. Okay, let's check something real quick before we go any further. Let's just make sure we have the memory in correctly, and we don't. So we're going to turn it around. Whenever it doesn't want to go in easy, we always double check to make sure that keyed slot's in the right place.
Yeah.
I told you this is not a how-to you want to go by. This is more like a don't do this.
This is like a video that's like, this is what we got.
This is what we got, baby. If it works, we're happy. Okay, go ahead, give her a push.
Oh, wait.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
My hands could slide and then
nah, they won't.
On there.
Good. More. Yep. There you go. Yep. Good.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, we got memory in there.
Yes.
We're cooking. Okay, we're back. We had to cut away for a little bit. Gavin, will you grab that HDMI cable because we need to plug it into the mama board?
The mama board. That's funny.
Oh, by the way, we didn't plug in the fan header.
Wait, this one?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you want it again? Let's see, which one? This HD.
We do have to make sure the fan is cooling. This is the HDMI right here.
Okay.
Got our HDMI. We're going to plug it into the mama board. This is what we call the moment of truth, buddy. Yes. Can you get the remote for the TV?
Yeah.
See the black remote? And we're gonna...
Pigs! Just as you're about to turn on the TV.
Dogs, man.
She barks. That's funny.
Oh, you gotta turn the plug bar on down there?
Plug bar, right.
Yep.
There we go.
And then we've got to turn the big one on here.
Yeah.
So go ahead and flip that big switch right there.
There we go.
Okay, now some motherboards have LEDs on them and they'll start glowing, and I'm not seeing any glowing LEDs anywhere.
Not seeing any glowiness.
But here's the cool thing. What we have to do...
Yeah. Oh, wait. Right there?
That looks like an LED. Could be. Usually when you turn the power on, they start glowing. What I'm looking for now is a dog who will shut up.
Yeah.
I'm looking for, there's a jumper for power. At least there used to be in the old days. Let's see. Fan. JSPI1. I do not see JLED 1. Could be this one.
Looks like it's...
So what we're going to have to do... This is awful.
Oh, no.
I'm going to turn the power supply back on. I'm not sure which one of these jumpers powers up the motherboard. So I got to get the manual out of the box. So I'm going to lift this up. Can you open that box and get the manual out?
Yeah. Let's see.
Whoever would have thought we'd need the manual? Woo! No manual? Okay, go ahead and put it back down again.
We're doomed.
Again, with the Mark building a computer, I already took the manual out.
What's the worst that could happen?
Mark built the computer, that's what.
Yeah. I can't close the box. It won't close. Here we go.
And we will sit this little turkey back down.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? There is no manual. There's no bloody manual?
No.
Jerks. Do you guys remember the good old days when we had paper manuals? Yeah, me too. I loved it. So, could be this one. Hard to say. If we do the wrong one, we could arc and short the motherboard.
That's not good.
I actually shorted a motherboard once, and I took the power out on the entire back half of my house.
Oh my gosh.
So you do gotta be a little bit careful.
What if?
I'm betting it's this JLED jumper right here. Unfortunately, until we're putting it in the case, I can't be 100% sure. So what we have to do is go find the manual for this and find out which one is jumper 1. Unless there's a chance here. Well, they got this quick guide here. It's really funny. It's actually showing a what looks like an Intel motherboard. That's pretty funny. Thanks, MSI, I think.
They say you're welcome.
Turn the power on. Let's go back a step.
You know what I don't understand?
What?
Why didn't they just put text on there that said turn the power on?
Here it is. JFP1. Now, where on this here motherboard is JFP1? You see this right here? JFP1.
Oh.
JFP1. HDD LED, HDD LED. Power set, power switch, reserve. So these two pins looks like, if this is 2, 4, 6 pins, 6 and 8. If we short those out, it will start up the computer. So we have to find JFP1 on this here motherboard.
Okay.
And usually it's down along here, right there.
Oh, there it is.
And see how one is missing a pin?
Yep, that'd be right.
So we actually turn it around this way. And power LED plus and negative, we don't need power switch, would be these last two pins right there. So go ahead and power it up again.
Powering up.
And let's make sure the TV actually comes on. I haven't seen the TV come on yet. That's important.
And then Pixie starts barking again.
She loves us. Okay, we got TV. It's on HDMI 1. Very good. And we are going to go ahead and use the screwdriver to jump those 2 pins.
Oh, wow.
Which starts up the computer.
Whoa. That's cool.
And we want to see something show up on the screen. If it doesn't, we got a little problem, buddy.
It says no signal.
Okay, I saw the processor fan stop and then start up again.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, we just wanted to keep going, that's all. There we go, we got post.
Ooh, there's some fancy text.
Woo woo woo! AMD Ryzen 5 2400G, DRAM frequency 2400, single channel, DRAM size is 16,384 megabytes. We did it, dude!
Yes!
Bam! We didn't blow it up! Despite all our stupidity. I love it! Woo. Okay. I think I'm gonna be low, low, low. Okay, so we know the board works and all is well. So what we can do is we will turn the power off because we know this is working. Now, we can't actually put this motherboard into the computer with these wires connected. So we have to take them off again because we got to put everything into the case now.
Okay.
All right?
What's this?
That's just plastic. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off this connector, and we're going to remove these 2 connectors.
Very carefully.
Because if we get this all put together and it doesn't post when it's inside the computer, POST means, it's an acronym for Power On Self Test. So if we put all this stuff inside the computer and it doesn't come on anymore, that means we screwed something up in the process. Dun dun dun! Okay, so I'm going to grab this little pin right here, pull this off, and then always save these bags. They're not cheap, and you never know when you're going to need one. I bet you can guess what I'm going to do now, can't you?
Putting it in there.
That's right. So we know this board is ready for prime time, but oh no, what if it doesn't fit?
You know what I'd like?
They used to make these bags really big so you could fit a board with a fan. Oh, it looks like it's going to go.
They should put like something that keeps it stretching out.
I agree.
So then you can put something in it. Like these.
Then we'll tape it closed just for safekeeping.
Yep.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun! Okay, well, the tape's no good anymore. How about we just don't touch it?
Yeah, can't touch it.
Okay, so what we have to do now is get the case over here, and we're going to have a look at the case, figure out how we want to set it up. The very first thing I do is the power supply into the case, and then I ground the power supply out so that the case and the power supply is grounded out. You just can't be too careful, especially with idiots like me who have to redo things because I can't remember how to do something. It's just not worth it. So we also need this. So I'll put this right here. We got to put that in. We have our drive. This part we don't need anymore. So anything we don't need should go bye-bye. We don't need this. Thank God for the quick document for the motherboard. Set those over here. The remote goes here. This box goes down here. And our power and data cables, etc. will go here. Okay. Let's go ahead, and what we're going to do now is one of us has to pick up the TV and the other has to move the computer tower over here.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who does what as long as we know what each other's doing.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is grab right here like this and just pick it straight up.
Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, so...
Just grab these two sides and pick the TV straight up.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Perfect.
You guys filming?
Yeah, we're recording. You can come in if you want. And then that goes back down there.
Huh?
Brats.
Yeah.
Ooh, brats.
You're making brats?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude.
Well, bye, Mark.
You're a turkey, dude.
Yeah, get some brats.
Yeah, I'll say brat for you.
Thanks. Okay. So let's have a quick look at this case, Mr. Gavin Meister.
Okay.
Oh, I can smell that. My son's cooking. He's killing me.
No. That means we have to get this.
So on the back of the case here, can you see that?
Back.
This right here is the back.
Oh, right. Okay.
These are case screws to let us take these panels off, which we're going to need to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is where any extra cards go, which we do not have.
Okay.
This is where our back plate goes. This is where the power supply is going to go. It's going to sit in here. And this is for airflow. Now, there's already two fans that are included with this case. That's why one of the reasons I chose it. 120 millimeter times 2, one in the front, one in the back. So, you know, I may add more fans if necessary. Okay, so I'm going to slide this up here. And I guess I'm going to move it this way. We'll probably have to move the cameras eventually. And
Yeah.
I'm going to unscrew these.
Hey, guys.
There he is. I'm going to pop the side off.
Yeah. Whoa.
And I'm going to set those over here.
This is like getting more real.
Totally.
This is cool.
We're going to pop these two screws off. Pop the side off.
And the side comes off?
Inside is a piece of plastic to keep the case from getting damaged. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off.
Oh, yeah. That's satisfying.
And I felt static electricity in that.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to want to ground out again.
What about this? Is that grounded out?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
Okay, let me see if I can move the main camera, buddy.
Yep. Hey, guys. They can see me better now.
Totally. And then we'll shoot this one this way. Hopefully I won't hit it too many times.
Yeah.
I like to hit my cameras. Okay, so here we have the case now, and we need to get that power supply in. Now, in order to get the power supply in, guess what we got to do, buddy?
I don't know.
Well, I wasn't going to say we got to take these cables off, but I think technically we can probably get away with just unplugging the back.
Okay.
And then we're going to think about this. Now, watching Jay's 2 cents, I always want to call him Jay-Z, but
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z in the house. Watching Jay's 2 cents, he mounted the power supply so that the fan was on the bottom, which I think is really smart because look what's on the bottom.
The fan.
A fan.
So it's gonna cool right in here, right?
Only the power supply, actually.
Oh.
See, in the old days, they used to mount the power supply at the top, and it would also cool the case,
Yeah.
but it would cause the power supply to be hotter.
Uh,
So what we're going to do
Mhm.
is we're going to take this sucker, we're going to place it on the bottom. Now, one of the cool things about this case, right down here, is a filter.
whoa.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And we like those filters because it's going to be drawing in cold air from it, right? We don't want it to let the dust into the power supply.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You don't want no dust in the computer.
No dust in the computer, man.
I feel like we should have like 2 filters.
I don't disagree with you. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, I'm really not that great at setting all this stuff up and getting it perfect, but we're gonna try.
Like lining it up.
Yep. The first thing we gotta do is get this power supply in here so that the holes line up. And I'm not seeing it go the way I want it to. Whoops. I think we're okay though, because I'm gonna put this guy over on its back. And I like this case so far. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna slide this out. It looks like we've got some mounting holes on the bottom we can use.
I see them.
But there are no mounting holes on the bottom of the power supply. Well, let's see what we got. I see a case hole there, case hole there, one there, one there. So I don't know if you can see our conundrum here. There are some case holes in there. You see them, Gavin? There's one there, not case holes, but on the power supply.
Oh yeah, I see them.
But so far they're not lining up. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and stick this back in. Flip this back up. Make sure the cable's not coming up. You want to use this flashlight and shine it there for me?
Yep.
I figure if we can get even a couple of... There we go. Let's see. 1, 2... Is that a mounting hole there, or is that just a key? That one lines up, and that one lines up on the bottom. Not those two. Oh, that one lines up. 1, 2, at least 3. So we got at least 3 that line up. See that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to swivel this way so you guys can see. It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 that will line up. This, although it looks like it's a hole for a screw, it's not threaded. It's actually just part of this grate here. And this piece isn't removable. Some of the nicer cases, Gavin, you can remove that part. But we can't here. But guess what? We gotta find screws, dude.
Yeah.
Now, you know what would be nice?
Wait, didn't we put it in a package or something?
Well, I'm hoping we got some in the power supply box itself, so we're gonna check real quick. Yep. Yay! Oh. Dun 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 dun.
You don't want to lose these.
No, they're too pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. We're gonna put you to work, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, Gavin, here's 4 screws.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and hold it in position so you can at least get one of these ones started. So there's a hole. Is that an actual hole? It looks like it's plugged. It's not. Curses, Gavin, curses!
No!
1, 2. No. Oh no, I guess it is. Alright, see that hole?
You just have a translation.
I'm going to. That hole right there, guys. Look at it.
Yeah.
Heck is cool. Let's put it in there. Ooh, you need a screw in there.
Oh my god.
Okay, then. Oh, 1 second. Take a look out. Okay, yeah. What school is all? Very good, Padawan. Okay, leave it loose. Oh,
Yeah. You're having too much fun.
Use your superpower, I guess. I'm gonna feel you're gonna feel.
Don't worry, I use my superpower. Don't mind.
I hope you're really mine. Yeah. Excellent. You'll make a fine Jedi someday. Oh, yeah. You know what I say, girl? Free's better than nothing. And when it's there,
Okay.
now it's got a little plastic metal tab.
Yeah.
That really hurt.
Uh-huh.
Now I'll bring it up a little bit so it'll actually hit the metal. Yep, go ahead and tighten it right up. And then tighten the other 3. Well, we got 4 screws in. I'm happy. It's a good thing you were here. It needs 4 hands.
Yeah. What would you do without me?
I don't know. Cry a lot.
Yeah. There you go.
Excellent. Okay, we know that power supply ain't going anywhere. So that's all tight too?
Yep.
Good deal. Feeling confident, Gavin.
Yes.
You want to plug the power back in?
Uh-huh. And then all the lights in here go out.
Yeah, then we know we did it right.
Yeah.
Use your super force power.
Oh,
Excellent.
I did it.
Okay. Whew. All right then. Ready. Now, while we're sitting here, because I'm really good at forgetting.
Yep. Me too.
So we've got the back of the motherboard, and we got this thing. We need to line it up so we don't have to put it in twice, as I've been doing.
Yeah.
We'll finish up. Now, I do want to tell you, these things are sharp. This edge here is like a razor blade.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hand this to you, and you put it on the inside here, and you snap it through.
Like all sides?
Pretty much, yeah. So it go through here and snap it right in there.
A burglar comes in here and he just sees this.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna cut myself. What's the worst that could happen? And then you see me in the ER. Wait, how should I do this?
You just keep going until it snaps into the hole there.
Here we go.
Yep, and just give it a good push and you'll hear it snap in place. See the bottom there? There we go. And we push on the top. I think it's in.
No.
Not quite yet. You want to push on the edge, not where it's most fragile. So you want to use like 2 fingers at once.
Okay. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Oh. I've never done this before, so.
It's the first time that's the most fun.
Yeah. I bet I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, I doubt it. Yeah, I see it. There you go. Yes.
Was that all in?
Nice. Well done. That's exactly what you wanted to hear.
Woohoo!
Look at that work, man.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. Now, I just want to let you know, all our viewers, and you know...
Hey, viewers.
You know who I'm talking about, viewers. They are crazy about cable management. And, you know, I mean, it doesn't bother me if my cables aren't perfect, so I really don't care. But anyway.
They're like, you must be perfect. Maybe, like, you have some OCD people.
Oops, oops, oops. Move this back here since it's the most important, expensive piece of equipment.
And you bumped it.
I'm just really good at bad stuff, dude. So check this out. We got these little doors here. Let me get our camera focused. Got these little doors here. Let's see if I can get one to pop out without breaking it. I'm good like that, you see. The easier it is to slide out, the more likely I am to break it. So let's just take a quick look.
Yeah.
See if there's some trickery afoot that I don't know of. It acts like you push on it. Maybe you do. Maybe you squeeze. I don't know. Yeah, you squeeze. So what we have here is mounting rails for, guess what?
Ooh, what?
Hard drives.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mount the drives on this sucker. So I'm going to pinch the bottom one.
Uh-huh.
And
Wait.
see if you can get it. Yep, you got to pinch real hard and then pull out.
My fingers.
Is that not? I think you were pinching enough. It just
Takes more effort.
Let's see if we can get it to slide out. Ow!
Hurts.
We are going to take this hard drive. We got power supply plugged in, so I'm just going to touch it.
Oh yeah.
And
there we go.
pull out the hard drive. So this is the actual hard drive. Is that focusing? Boy, I tell you. Crappy focus. Anyway, so we got this hard drive. And on the back here, we've got the connector for data and a connector. No, I'm sorry. Connector for data and a connector for power. The bigger one is power. So by the looks of it, all we have to do is back out these little screws a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to mount this baby in here.
Oh, okay. I see how that works. That's gonna be fun.
So I think all you have to do, you don't have to take them all the way out, you just have to back them out a little bit.
I think this screwdriver is too small.
Too small or too big?
It's too big. Well, the screw's too small.
No.
I'm gonna use this one.
Yeah.
You should put like some music over this. This is kind of boring.
Why do we need music?
Put some jazz music over it or something.
La 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 la.
I just realized this is like the quietest part of this video, probably.
Shh, say nothing. Okay. This is the quietest part.
ASMR. This is an ASMR.
People are gonna be like, "What are you in a library?" An ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR. Yeah.
Okay, Gavin, how's it going?
It's going good.
This is telling me it's dying.
No.
0%, don't do it.
Doctor.
It's
no.
dead,
We
Jim.
lost her. Doctor.
She couldn't take any more. Well, we still got the backup.
Woo. That's good.
Well, the backup's the main one.
Mm.
So how's it looking?
Looking
Let's
good.
see. Good. Yes, yes. These two, see if you can take these two out a little more.
Okay. And back to quiet.
Hey. Wondering why I'm not seeing this sucker autofocus, which kind of angers me.
Do not anger the wise one.
Okay, no dual camera for this shot. Yes, it is. Congratulations. Okay, so we're going to take this drive. We're going to pop this puppy in there. And because it's plastic, all we have to do is line up the screw holes. And I think I've done that. So you should be able to turn the screws in. All 4 screws. Don't forget you're tightening now.
All right, yeah.
Try not to push too hard on the plastic, because just an FYI, these plastic trays are pretty cheap, so you want to be careful when you're putting them in. Looks good. I mean, if the hard drive falls out, I'll just tell Uncle Bob you did it.
How could you?
It was Gavin. It's all Gavin.
He did it.
All right, and try the other side. Tighten those ones up.
Hello from the other side. Don't copyright us.
Because there's screws on a hard drive.
Yeah, we're gonna make a parody. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's great.
It's the best, isn't it? I love making funny lyrics.
Yeah. Hello from the other side.
Don't forget there's 4 screws on your hard drive.
I swear, the comments are gonna be full of that. They're gonna like create a fan parody.
You want to try and slide it in there? We'll see if it'll go in.
Yep. The moment of truth.
What's the worst that could happen?
I could slip and then fall with this.
We'd probably cry.
Yeah.
Down on the bottom one. There you go. Yeah. I have no idea what goes in there, to be honest. And push till it clicks.
Boom.
Yay!
That's the easy part, but getting it out is the hardest.
You want to get that out?
Yes.
And I will take this out. Now here's the rub with this one. We have to mount it using these screws here in the center on the bottom because, of course, as you can imagine, this hard drive that we're going to do, the little SSD is a 2.5 inch. So in this case, we will have to take these screws all the way out.
Here we go.
This screwdriver is terrible, isn't it?
Hey, we have a manual. See?
Nice.
Put that there. Now here is the beautiful...
It's a Samsung, boys and girls. On sale, it was the cheapest one.
It's backwards on camera.
Is it?
Yeah. See, you can... I think so, yeah.
Yep, it is. But it's actually okay in the recording.
Ah. Right.
Our whole life is backwards.
Reality's a lie.
Okay, so I'm trying to get these screws out, but boy, I wonder you're having such a hard time.
Yeah.
This one simply doesn't want to come out.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, what can you do, Gavin? What can you do?
I could sit here.
And go.
Yes.
looking at these screws, they may have been the kind that are designed not to come out. But that's alright.
These are the kind of screws that drive you nuts.
Yes.
10 months later.
Where does that come from?
I think it comes from SpongeBob. But it turned into a meme.
Yeah, I see it on YouTube videos.
And everyone uses it now.
Okay, so you see these holes here on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, come in.
Do you want to build a snowman? Or do you got some brats for me?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're gonna pause because we're gonna go eat some brats, dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we gotta do next is we gotta line up the 4 screw holes on the drive with this plate here and put those screws in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And here's the screws. Just want to look at these real quick. It's weird how those are. I don't know if these are going to work or not. If they don't, we will have to see if we got a kit of screws with the case. Mm-hmm. It looks like we did. So hold on one second. We might have better screws. Look at that. We got zip ties.
Yes.
We've got a backing plate. And a poop ton of screws.
Wow. But that screw was special.
Yeah, the one little screw. So we're going to use these ones. Yeah. I shouldn't have taken those other ones out. FYI, you don't need to take those screws out. There's plenty here. You know, like I was saying before, don't do what I do. These screws here are designed to stay in the plastic sleeve here. So I basically wasted my time.
Yep.
Alright. Whoops. Okay, so this guy goes on here. Mm-hmm. With those 4 little screws. Now these screws, yeah, might be big enough for the other screwdriver.
Where's that? There it is.
Is that charger working for that battery? That charger working?
Hooray! Now, what I suggest is not going too tight.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh.
The first one.
Got it. Uh-huh. I try to get them at least a little, like, snug, but not too tight.
Okay, put the other 2 in before you tighten that one.
Yeah.
We're kind of lucky because this thing's made of plastic, so you can actually move it around, but it's kind of a pain in the butt, too.
Why is that?
Well, you see it's not fitting quite right. Keep going.
Yeah, you're right, it's not.
Here we go.
Oh, that looks weird.
See, let me show you. Hold on to those ones. If we loosen these ones back up, now we can slide it around. See how it slides around now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go, sir.
Oh, I'm doing it again. There we go. Oh yeah, it's easier.
Hooray! We like it when it's easy, right?
Yeah. So you want to tighten these ones now?
Yep. That one's probably really tight. Let me see if I can back it out. You want to slide that in?
Yep.
In the door there?
Huh? Which way? This way?
Yep.
Wow.
And you gotta go down one. There you go.
There we go. And my favorite part.
Excellent. So, see these little holes here? Now what most people do is run their cables through here and then come out these holes. So I think we'll follow their lead.
And then we just make a big mistake.
Absolutely! Why not?
Right here?
Well, we're going to find out in just a minute, but probably.
It's like a big snake.
It really is. I'm going to put these 4 screws in the bag with the other ones.
Yeah. Wow, did you just think that we were just plugging in, like putting the motherboard on there?
Well, we're getting to the point now where we should put the mama board in.
Yeah. I feel like there should be more in here.
Good point. Yep, that's where the motherboard goes, right there.
Oh, okay.
So there are what they call standoffs. And they are these little things. I don't know if you can see that. That is a standoff. So it's got a threaded section that looks like a screw, and then on the bottom is a nut shape. So that's one. We'll see how many we have in here.
Oh.
Don't want to lose them.
Yeah.
Now we got 1.
Put that there.
3, 4. We may not need them all. It all depends on the motherboard. 5, 6, 7. They got a ton of them. Now this case is actually designed for a bigger motherboard, but the one we're putting in is really small, so we won't need all of these.
Wait, how small can motherboards be?
Well, ours is really small. It's basically a micro ATX, so I doubt we'll need all these standoffs. You want to hand me the motherboard?
Yeah.
Right there.
There you go.
So we know the motherboard basically goes this way.
Yeah.
And it's going to go up here like that. So I'm going to look at this and see how many standoff holes it has. So there's 1 and 2 at the top. And by the looks of them, it'll be this one and this one. And there is 1, 2 in the middle. And we can actually, you can use the screwdriver. So we've got a hole here, and we got another hole. Where is it? Only one there? In the middle here we got a hole there and a hole there. So we can take the screwdriver and use it as a rudimentary measuring tool. And then we can go up here to these holes and measure them. Okay, so it's this one and this one, that one and that one. And then just an inch down, probably that one.
Yeah.
And it's got an odd one, maybe that one as well. So I'll put them in where I think they're supposed to go. So we're going to grab these standoffs.
Oh, your camera's up. There we go.
We'll turn it this way a little bit. There's Gavin.
Hey guys, that could be the thumbnail.
And I'm going to put this one up in here.
Yeah.
If I can get it in there. Here, you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try. So, which way? You do it this way?
This one. Yep.
Oh.
And then this one. And then one right here.
One right there, okay. There we go.
And then one right here.
Okay.
And I believe one right there.
Is that screwed all the way in? I don't feel like that. Okay.
No, definitely not. So we'll back it out. Go ahead and try that one again after you... Either one, whichever.
Are they supposed to go all the way in?
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
They should be flush.
Because they're not.
We'll have to get a wrench out and finish it up.
Okay.
Socket. And then one right there. And one there.
Are you missing one?
Nope, I got them right here.
Okay.
And then this other one is the weird one, like we were talking about. It goes right there.
Okay. Right here?
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. We're about to lose our battery here, so I'm going to stop the recording. Alright, Gadgeteers, we're back. We took a little break yesterday. We were pretty wiped out. So we came back the next day. We're ready to put the motherboard in the case, and then we're going to start hooking up the power supply and all the header wires and all that good stuff and try to do some impromptu cable management. We'll see how good it comes out. So this case, the door has a window in it, so we kind of want to make it look pretty, right? Do we care what Uncle Bob thinks?
Probably.
Well, he did pay for it, so I guess we should be nice.
Yeah.
So we'll beautify it a little bit.
Yeah.
We could paint it pink.
Yeah.
I think he'd really like that. Probably not. Okay, so we're going to lay this baby on its side. I'm going to move the camera, swivel the camera a little bit. We'll use the GoPro to get a shot while we're tightening the screws inside. I wasn't sure if the threading on the screws was fine or coarse, so I figured that out by putting it in one of the little riser screws that go in the case, the standoff, and making sure the threading was correct. So we have 6 screws ready to go here. Got our handy dandy screwdriver and our assistant, able-bodied assistant, Gavin.
Hey guys.
With his Call of Duty shirt.
I love this shirt. It's actually my favorite shirt.
Is it?
Yeah,
it's
my
very
favorite.
comfortable. I would wear it everywhere if I could.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna swivel the camera this way, and once again we're being very careful about our grounding, etc., etc. And don't mind, you're gonna hear a bunch of squeaking right now. Okay. I always feel way better when the motherboard's in.
Yeah.
That's my thinking. Okay, so we want to get these wires out of the way.
Definitely.
This one I'm going to try and put up here like this. See if I can get it to stay up a little bit. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Hey, look, another tie. Yay!
I'm just gonna put that right there.
That'll keep it from falling.
Right there.
Thinking with your brain.
I don't need to twist it all the way.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to get the motherboard out. So I'm going to grab it here and slide it. And all we have to do... Now, this is probably isn't the best thing to do, as many people will tell you. I'm holding it by the CPU cooler, and we just want to set it in, and then we got to push it in a little bit more. You want to hold this for a second?
Yeah.
So we're going to check. Sometimes some of these standoffs get in the way. Not the standoffs, I shouldn't say that. The back plate, some pieces on the back plate. So we just want to make sure everything pops in correctly. And see those screw holes?
Yeah.
See it, if I move it, you can see the standoff underneath it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to grab a screw and drop it in one of these. A little bit. Let's see, here we go. So I'll start that one. And then I'm going to do one more. And you're right, I do like magnetic screwdrivers. Up in the corner here, I'll go ahead and plop in one more screw, but not tight yet, just sitting there. And then if you want, I'm going to let you do the rest of them.
Okay. Let's see.
So we need one right there.
Okay.
Remember, be real careful because we can't scratch the motherboard. If we do, it'll cause a problem.
Yeah.
And remember not to tighten it. We want it to be loose at first.
Okay.
You can hear a pin drop, Gavin. It's still quiet in here. You're loosening it. You got to go righty-tighty.
Oh, right. This is so nerve-wracking. Okay.
If we can't trust you, who can?
I don't know.
You're going to be the expert computer builder after this.
Yes.
You'll know what not to do, haha.
Yeah.
And there's one there, and one there.
I've learned a bit.
Good. Because you get to install Windows 10. How about them cookies?
Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to do this really carefully.
There you go.
It goes in.
Yeah, this is like the most sensitive part, you know. Once we get all this stuff in, it's kind of downhill from there.
I don't want to tighten it too much, so I'm going to leave it like that.
Yeah, because you still got two more to put in. But it looks like they're going in perfect, which is good news.
Yeah. I'm going to rest my arm on here.
There you go.
Make sure it gets like that. There we go.
Excellent.
Wasn't going in, so I had to fix that.
Gotcha.
Seems right. And the last one. Hopefully I
Yep.
don't mess this up.
You won't.
Wait, where was it again?
Right there.
Okay, right there. Oh, that part is for the audio.
Yeah?
Yeah. It says audio 1.
Yep, it's an audio header. We call it a header. We could, I think it might be for the Blu-ray drive.
I think that's good.
And you can tighten them.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna tighten.
Just not too tight, you know, just hand tight basically, if that makes any sense.
There we go.
There you go.
Good. So
It's-
nervous. Because I don't want to miss it and then
Right.
scratch it. So I'm
It's like doing surgery, isn't it?
it is.
I mean, if you think about it,
There we go.
everything is fragile. Yeah.
Good. Okay, this one. You can see me shaking, too.
Oh, that's okay.
This one wasn't that tight. Do that. There we go.
I mean, they can survive a light scratch. It's just if it was gouged.
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be, you know.
Did I already do this one? I think I did.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Beautiful.
See, that's what I mean. I don't
Yeah.
wanna... I did that one. I'm gonna see if I did this one.
I was thinking you did all of them, but...
Yeah, that one, okay. I think I already went over that one.
I thought you did them all.
Yeah.
Yep. You can actually go just... I don't know, maybe you didn't do that one yet. Yeah, you can go a hair tighter on these.
Uh-huh.
That one you didn't do, that's why. But I
Yeah.
think these ones you did. Let's see how you did. Yep, that's good.
You're over here doing it one-handed.
I know, but I've done it for a minute, you know. I've been at it for a while.
Yeah.
Good. So I just went a little bit tighter on those.
Mm-hmm.
So this motherboard only can do one more DIMM. Probably can go to 32 gig. It can take a PCIe video card if we wanted to add one in. It also takes an M.2 drive, which is literally just a little card that looks like this one.
Uh-huh.
That's for power supply, and so on. All these header pins we have to populate. That's going to be a kind of a drag.
Yeah.
Because you got to get them right.
Uh-huh.
These are the header pins.
Oh, wow.
And then what do we got here?
So much.
I'll have to figure that one out. USB 3.0. Okay, that goes here, right there. See how it says USB 3.0? That's going to end up going there.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is probably tilt it up. And like I was telling you earlier, we're definitely going to check heat values and make sure it's not overheating.
Yeah.
So this guy here...
Want it out?
Yeah, actually. I think these fans are supposed to have LEDs in them. I really don't know.
Shoot, I can't get this out. It doesn't want to go out. There we go.
So this is a case fan. Now it's a 3-pin.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we are a 4-pin. See how there's 4 pins on there?
Yeah.
Not a big deal. This is quite common to have only a 4-pin, 3-pin for a 4-pin.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to look at the motherboard manual and see if we can just put it on 3 of the 4 pins.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, might need an adapter, which will be a kind of a pain. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And we got the risers and all these cables we got to take care of. We'll probably run it through this hole up to here to make it look a lot nicer.
Yeah, that's always nice to do.
Definitely. Okay, so just to make it easier on us while we work,
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to tilt this baby back up.
And sit down.
And sit down. And I just found another twisty, so we got 2 more twisties.
Yay, always fun to find those.
I'll add it to our little twisty pile.
Yeah.
Let me grab, oops, the motherboard. How's our shot there? So far, so good. So I just want to look at this real quick because notice it does give us what all these are. Power LED, HDD, power switch, reset switch. So we got to do all of those cables.
Yeah.
And let me check this angle.
Oh, you just tap it. I was wondering why
Yeah,
it's black.
and the screen will light up. It saves battery power that way. Okay, well... yeah, that's showing a fan number 8. Problem being we don't have a 4-pin header on our fan.
Yeah.
So we'll use this handy dandy flashlight.
Yep.
System fan.
You want me to hold it?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
JFP2. It's possible. Yeah. Okay. Now I see. See this piece right here?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get this turkey in here for you. This piece right here aligns with a 3-prong fan, so we can actually slide that right in there. And I'll see if you can do that. You see the lines right here on the bottom?
Yeah.
Those are basically guides. So it goes up there on those 3 left pins.
Okay. I think I got it.
There you go. Now, a lot of people I know would be saying, man, you suck. You should have, you know, ran that behind the case here and come up here and all this stuff. But my main concern is that we get airflow. I'm not concerned with that hanging there like that. That doesn't bother me. Some people get really triggered by this stuff.
OCD triggered.
You wait. Right?
You thought that was bad. Wait until you see what's next.
Well, we're going to get some funny comments from people.
Yeah.
And some of them not so funny, more...
Angry?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that kind of bothers me.
Whoops.
But
I'm going to roll this baby over here because we're going to have a look at the back side. And we've got all these header pins that we need to take care of right here. And so what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead, we'll probably tie these down and make them look really pretty on the back side, but for right now, I'm just going to push them through.
You want me to grab them? Or is that good?
I think I'll just let them go through, and I'm going to let that fall down for right now. I want to make sure we got enough room to hook them up. By the way, here's the other fan header.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that this motherboard has 2 headers for fans, because that's one of the possible downsides. Now this one I'm definitely going to shove through the bottom, I think. Should have enough slack to carry through. And then I'm going to roll this baby all the way back around this way. And make sure our folks can see this okay. So we talked about this. We've got a couple of different things we have to deal with here. For one thing, we've got all these cables and we can decide how we want to do them. And I'm thinking I don't want to go inside the power there. I want to go on the top of it like that. And this one, I'm pretty sure goes right there, but we do have our handy dandy quick sheet here, straight from China, or Taiwan as the case may be. Let's see if they give us a listing. So we got that. We've got this, and they mostly deal with power here and hard drive LEDs. See right there, Gavin?
Yeah.
And then if we flip it to the other side, they do mention power, more power connectors. They do not mention USB or anything like that. Little bit nervous there because it can be easy to screw that up if there's any difference. Okay, there's the USB, I think. Nope, that's a SATA connector. Those are easy. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start with the easy ones. So this one right here, see how it says USB 3.
Yeah.
That's definitely for this. So if you want to plug that one in.
Okay. There we go.
Don't be afraid to give it a little gentle push.
Yeah.
This one says USB. So this one, and notice, see how there's a hole missing in there?
Yeah.
Let's make sure everybody else sees it. On this particular USB, it shows a pin missing.
Yeah.
So this has to go the same way, which is this way.
Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna.
It only goes so far, but let's see.
Because I don't want to
have a look at it. Yeah, it's a little tight, but you got it.
Okay.
Okay, this block is HD audio. So you were mentioning audio earlier.
Yeah.
Now I see one here that says JAUD1. And notice that, again, there's a pin missing there. See that top row? How there's a pin missing?
Oh, yeah.
And notice how on this one there's a pin missing? So this one goes in there like that.
Okay. How to get?
Yeah, unfortunately they don't make them easy. You got it. Yep.
It's fighting back.
It doesn't want to be built, Gavin.
No. It'll turn evil and destroy us all.
Well, it is all black like Darth Vader, so.
Yeah.
Okay, now these ones, I'm going to grab all three of them. We just have to read them off. We have power switch. And then these two say power LED. And then this one, and I'm sorry if I'm not holding it up, is the other fan. So we got to look at the mama board, and I'm kind of hoping there's another fan header on here. This one says JFP2.
Yeah.
It's a maybe. If there's not another fan header on here, I'm going to be really disappointed. There are other ways to get this working. One way is to cut it and splice it hot so that it's always on. And there's a USB, no, that's JFP1. And there's a JFP2. So far I'm not seeing it, but we're gonna wait on that one. Ow, 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 my back. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that kills me. Okay, so I do not see any wiring for LEDs for the hard drives. So I think this one, you know, it's a less expensive case. It only has power LED, meaning it's turned on, which is this one right here. See how it says power LED plus, power LED minus?
Yeah.
Well, this is the tricky part, because what we have to do with that is go back here, and we've got to look at this. Remember JFP1?
Yeah.
So we have on this side a reset switch. It doesn't look like there is any on this particular case, and there wasn't for the power supply either. Then we've got the power switch and then power LED. So let's find JFP1. See what we find here. JFP1 is right there. And the pin is missing from the top, so we would hold it this way so we can see which way the pins go. And then right there is the header. So what we have to do is we have to do power LED, our pins 2 and 4. So this is the power switch. These are the power LEDs. And notice with DC there's a plus and a minus.
Yeah.
So we look at these two and we find the plus. See that?
Yeah.
And the plus goes in pin 2, which is right there. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's hopefully all the way in. Now go ahead and put the -1 into the pin right next to it.
-1 to pin. Okay.
On the right side of it.
Yep.
Not below it, but right to the right of it.
Oh, okay. Right there.
Yep.
Okay. And I think that's in.
I think it's in.
There you go.
Okay, next. Power switch. This doesn't have a plus or minus, and it goes on pins. See, if this is pin 2,
Yeah.
that was 4 you just put in, and then there's 6 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
So this one goes across the top 2 pins. Right there.
Uh-huh. And get that in.
You are the man.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. So the only other thing we've got is the fan. So I guess what we need to find out, which may involve us downloading it. Hey, Janie. Janie. Say hello, Janie. Hey, pal.
She's like, I don't want to look at you.
And we have another cable tie.
Put that over there.
Woo. Okay, so I guess what we're trying to determine here, and this is a common problem with cheaper motherboards. We already put the one fan, well, that was actually for the CPU fan there, but we used up the one case fan. And it's because this fan is only a 3-pin, it may not be controllable by the motherboard. So if it was a 4-pin, the motherboard could rev it up when it needs to make the air go through it faster. So it's quieter normally. But I think the 3 pins, if it can control it, it can't control it as well. Or it just is able to basically, let's see if we can get us both in camera here. What it does basically, I believe, is reports the RPMs, but it may not be able to do any controls. So we got this mystery riser here, JFP2, and I see on there a silk screen that might be telling us what it does. See those white letters? They call that silk screening.
Yeah.
Can you read that by any chance?
I could try.
You might be able to read it better than me.
It says, do you want the top one?
Yeah, above the JFP2, that box.
Yeah. It says, wait. Okay. Below it?
Above it, above the JFP2.
That
little box.
Okay. It says JFP2 and below it says SPK minus plus BUZ minus and then SPK plus.
Okay, that's for a speaker.
Okay.
Oh, man, my back is just a mess today. Oh, this is just so disappointing.
Yeah.
Because so far I haven't seen another power plug for it, for that fan. Not the end of the world, but Not the greatest. I wonder what JTPM1 is.
I don't know.
It looks... It's not a standard header. So probably no joy on that one either.
Mm-hmm.
And then JLED 1. Oh dear. Well, basically, what that means is we would have to hot wire the fan. We can see if we've got an adapter on the power supply cables. Sometimes they have it built in, but not very likely. Okay, so we have this cable, which is for older hard drives. We have this one, which we'll need to power our SATA devices. We got a power cord. We have another cable, which is, looks like, see, we're looking for the markings on it here. VGA.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another cable for SATA, which is for the hard drives.
Oh.
So no luck there. These I bought. I have some adapters here, so I might use one of these adapters to basically fashion my own power if I have to. I hate having to do that. Extra work is no fun, Gavin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at what we've done so far. We'll just leave this one hanging down there for at the minute. Not a whole lot of cables to worry about. Okay, we do have to plug these in. So this one actually goes there. And notice it's in two parts.
Yeah.
And they're keyed. You see how they look. Now we might have to go... I hate to have to do this, but I don't know if we're going to be able to stretch it all the way over there. We might have to go straight up. See how that doesn't want to reach?
Yeah.
That's going to be tight. Let's spin the case around again. Here, you want to hold this?
Yeah.
See if we can coax any more length out of it. Maybe a wee bit there. Probably enough. Okay. I think maybe we've got enough. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Let's get our handy dandy camera in here. So these two basically go side to side like that. And they clip on the top. So I'll see if I can get them in there. Got one in. And so hard to see. I really hate that. Okay, those are both in. So it actually did reach. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so this right here goes there. You want to grab that one and plug it in?
Yeah.
It's such a big, thick cable. I hate that. There you go.
There you go. I think it's
good.
In.
Oops. I was hoping it would stick in there. It's supposed to click in so it won't come out. I hate to make the motherboard bow. Okay, good. Now we have 2 hard drives right now, but we're more than likely going to have 4. So we'll need 2 cables here, but I know we got this whole black motif going on here. I'm going to go grab a couple more cables because I think I've got blue or red cables because we're going to need a total of 4. So I'm going to go grab them right now.
Okay.
Well, so far I can only find one.
Uh-huh.
And it's quite possibly the ugliest color there is. So I'm going to hold off because I think when Uncle Bob comes over, he's got more.
Yeah.
I know I bought blue or red.
Uh-huh.
I just don't remember what I did with them. Look in the toolbox. They may be in there. Oh, here they are. Here's one. I know his computer has at least 1 cable in it. So we've got a red.
Okay, that looks better.
Yeah. But I guess we can start with the black ones anyway, right?
Yeah.
We do need one of these.
Uh-huh.
So this connector, of course, and look, we get another cable. Another tie. We got to find one of these plugs in here that says SATA.
Okay.
And we want to plug it in there.
SATA 1?
Yep, that would work.
Okay. Wrong way. There we go. SATA 1. And where do we put these?
We're going to shove these right through this hole right here.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to pull them through the other way. Here we go.
Good. Because we're going to work on the back side now. So we'll just swivel this baby around. And right now it looks really ugly, right?
Yeah. What's the back for?
That's the back plate where the processor is. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now. Oh, we do have another header I guess we missed. Let's see what this one says. HD audio. I thought we had this on.
I guess not.
Alright. Well, let's put it through there. And spin this baby back around. It's possible we accidentally ripped it off somehow.
Yeah.
Grab the flashlight again.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring this up back above the cables again. And I believe, given the pin out, it was this one right here, wasn't it, J odd?
I think so.
Yeah. So it must have ripped off.
Oh, yeah.
Just glad the pins weren't damaged. Can you move the light up? There you go. I think I must have pulled it off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think when I was yanking the cables around, I must have pulled it off.
Yeah.
So it looks good from the front.
Yeah.
Let's go to the back.
This looks good.
Looks ugly back here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You want to grab the flashlight one more time?
Uh-huh.
So here is our data here.
Yep.
And one, not data, power. And one has to go here.
Okay.
You want to hold it so when I push it.
Yeah.
Good. And one goes here. Make sure it's facing the right way. So this one can go right there.
Okay.
Okay, cool. This we can just tuck in under the drive.
I don't think this is plugged in all the way.
Give it a push if you don't think it's plugged in all the way.
Okay.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
It's very deceiving. Okay, so I'm thinking what I'll do, give them a splash of color here. Now, these are pretty short. This red one is pretty short. So I'll start with a black one and see what we get.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is the SATA data cable. So if you want, go ahead and put this, let's start with the farthest away, which is the bottom one.
Mm-hmm.
So this plug goes into that little spot right there.
Okay.
And try to just go straight in, not to let it bend.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, am I doing it the wrong way?
No, I think you have it the right way. It's keyed, so it only goes one way. There you go. Yep, you got it. And then put it through that hole there.
Here we go.
And we're going to want to go inside this wire. See how it's wrapped around the wire?
Yeah.
So you want to pull it out. Go in like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the red. Hopefully it's long enough.
Uh-huh.
This is Bob's splash of color.
Yeah, you turn into Bob Ross.
I am. They'd probably call this like Crimson Sunshine.
Yeah.
Crimson Nightfall.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to do the SSD.
Mm-hmm.
Same way, plugs in right there.
Here we go.
Yep. And goes through the same hole.
Go.
All right. Okay, so we'll swivel it around again. Whee! More fun than you thought, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, got plenty of cable. That's the good news. And we have 4 SATA ports. This says SATA 3 and 4. Sorry, left our audience behind. This one is SATA 3 and 4. I'm thinking that's 1 and 2, but I'm going to get down here and have a look. Yep. Okay, so we use the red cable for SATA 1. So this one, see how the slot is keyed? See the little piece going down to see how that one goes down?
That one.
You want to plug that one in there.
Yep. Wait, did I do it the wrong way? No, okay, I didn't.
Yeah, it won't let you push it in really if it's wrong.
There we go.
Sweet. And then this one.
Yep.
Same thing, it's keyed slot.
Go under that one.
Yep.
Here we go.
Good.
Oh.
Oh, that's okay. We're used to that falling off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hold that for a second? Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is we don't need a whole bunch of cable length here, so I'm going to feed those through. And I'm going to swivel this baby back around again so we can look at the back side. So we've got these two cables that are pretty long that we don't need all that length displaying. So I'm just going to try to neaten this up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do,
yeah, use those.
to my viewers' chagrin and agony,
yeah,
is probably bring all these cables together. And we do have these little holes here, so I can slide it in like that.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I'll make sure this tie is...
I was wondering what those were for.
Yeah. So we can tie those cables together, and I'll tuck that in there. Now the one thing is the cables have to be able to press into the space here. I'm probably going to see if I can figure out, yeah, I could. I want this one to go in here, and I'm going to tie that off too. So I'm going to get a short one since we don't need a whole lot, and run it right through here. And tie off these two guys here. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
See if I can... I used a really short one, which probably is making it all a lot harder for me than it needs to be, so I'll just take it out.
Yeah.
Because we may not need that many at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll grab a longer one. Give it a little curl. So it goes right through. And then probably could grab all three of these, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Go over here. And well, I don't want to pull down on that red one. I think I'm going to leave it out of the group. And then if we want to add more stuff, well, we can take it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So this cable sticking out might be a little bit of a problem, so I think I'm going to grab another tie.
Yeah. Oh.
So we don't need that big fat cable jutting out like that. So I'm going to run one through here. Grab that big old cable there. And tie it down.
Perfect.
Like so. So the back doesn't look too bad. We don't care really how the back looks because people won't see this. They're going to see the front.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is swivel it back around and see how handy our job is. You know, for what it is, it's not bad. I think some people might complain. They might say, hey, why don't you put that fan cable up? And you know what? I think I just might do something with that. I'm going to pull this fan cable out. And I'll just go ahead and use the power supply cable.
Wrap it around it.
Mm-hmm. And then reattach it. It basically ensures that it stays out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. There.
Perfect.
Much better. It looks really good to me. I'm sure there's others that could do better.
Yeah.
We can probably hide this cable, you know, so it isn't going across there like that. So let's spin it back around again. And we'll have a look. I think I made a mistake. I should have went down low with this one. So I will take it out of the tie down. And go ahead and tie that back. Make sure these will all fit in here. So we got to be able to put the, you know, these all have to be flatter than the distance between the edge. You know, I don't know if you can see it on camera, here and here. So the width of my finger, the thickness of my finger is all we have room. So these cables on top of each other might not work. We'll find out soon enough. But I think I'm going to take this cable and just route it along the bottom here. Because right now we can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Until I get I might have a header that I can put on it. I always buy extra whenever I need something, so I might have one of the things we need. Now what we need to do is get the back and slide it on, just see if it can even go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so the glass one goes on the other side, but this is the important one because if these cables don't crimp enough, it won't slide back on. Looks like we're gonna be good.
Yeah, guys.
Went right on. So we're getting to the fun stage now.
Woohoo! Oh wait.
Slow this baby over here. So what we got to do now is get a keyboard and mouse out, hook them up to the unit, and power it up.
Yeah.
And I got a thumb drive back here that has Windows 10 on it. We have to do an installation of Windows.
Nice.
That is our mission.
The mission.
Yep.
We're almost there.
We're doing it, man. We're doing it. I'm gonna put this away. Hide this over here.
Yep.
We'll need these in the future, but now we're kind of moving on to software fun.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'll slide. Slide this way over here. Found another tie.
You know what I was gonna do?
What?
When the camera was like this, and you were showing someone something or whatever, I was gonna be like this on the camera.
You should have. When I'm talking, do the hand and look at the camera.
Yeah.
My name is Mike, and now what we're gonna do is.
Hey guys. Oh my gosh! What if we did a hand intro?
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
It's like this. Hey guys, my name's Mark, and my name's Gavin, and today we're gonna be building a computer. So, Gavin, do you know?
Okay, that's pretty damn funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
How do you know I'm not gonna put all this talking in? The cameras are still running.
Yeah.
They're still running, Gavin.
They're still running.
So, I'll put this in and then we'll get back to. Hi. How you doing?
I was gonna have the camera pointing at you. Oh.
Okay, we're back. We're ready to power this beast up. And before we do, we're gonna have one more look-see inside. So let me show you the setup we've got here. We got the computer all set up. We have all the drives in. They're they have power to them. They have data. There's the data cables right there. We've got our headers on for USB, for the power switch, power to the motherboard, and the back fan, but not the front fan. I probably will order a 3-pin header to SATA power and put it in at a later date. But we're going to fire this baby up and see how it does, see if it comes up. So we put all this stuff in there, and our greatest hope is that it powers up and works perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to kick the switch on back here. We might see the CPU fan spin a little bit. Nope. Okay. I honestly don't know where the power switch is for this case. Let's check it out. Looks like it's up here on the top. I'm going to press the button. If you see smoke, let me know.
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, there goes.
The fan.
Blue LED came on.
Oh, and it turned on HD.
The CPU fan came on. We have a signal from the mama board. Oh yeah.
It's working.
Showing the Pro series.
Oh, never mind.
It'll get there.
It would be funny if the Windows thing.
Reboot and select proper boot device or insert boot media. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Here's our boot media, by the way. Windows 10. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in.
So you need this to actually have a program going in?
To install Windows, yes.
Whoa, you install Windows?
Yeah, we're going to install Windows. You're going to do it right now.
Neat.
The man! You're the man, Gavin! Come on!
The Windows theme comes on. Dun 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 dun! And then everyone's ears gets blasted with it.
Totally. Okay, press any key to continue and let's see if it boots to the... Go ahead. Boo hiss, right?
Maybe I didn't press the right key.
Oh, you did. Do a Control-Alt-Delete. You familiar with that?
Wait, I've heard of it.
Control, Alt, and Delete all at once. We're going to see if we can get it to boot up to the media, to the thumb drive we put in.
Go.
You forgot. Did you get Delete? Control, Alt, and Delete? There you go.
There we go. I just...
Oh. Okay, we're hoping it'll come up.
Pro Series. It's so cool.
It's quiet. Now, are there any LEDs on the fans? I thought they said there was, but I guess there's not. Let's see. Your PC needs to be repaired. The operating system couldn't be loaded because the HAL is missing or contains errors. You'll need to use recovery tools. I would like to point out for the record we have never installed Windows on this, so if we're starting with this, it's a bunch of crap.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
Press enter to try again. F8 for startup settings or escape for UEFI firmware settings. I don't know. Not impressed.
No.
So basically it looks like, and I don't know about you guys, but this happens to me all the time. Basically the USB drive is corrupted, so I'm going to go have to make another one. Little bit annoyed. I'm not going to lie, because that's going to take an extra 20 minutes. So I guess I'll go do it and we'll be back. Sorry, Gavin.
Yeah.
Blame Windows, because Linux would have worked fine.
Yeah.
You want to give me a slate?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Alright folks, we're back. We have the new USB drive. I better close the door, huh? We have the USB drive in. We're ready to power up. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Should we show them what we found with the delete key?
Oh, yeah.
How we go into the BIOS?
Uh-huh.
Hold on, we got to power it back up again, remember?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to move the cameras and we're going to show you what's going down.
Ooh.
There's cool Gavin.
Hey, guys.
And we'll put this camera
somewhere that's not in the way.
I'll just hold it here while we're doing it.
Oh.
I can just hold it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit the power. All you have to do is hit the delete key when I hit the power button, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and hit the delete key. It might take a second, but go ahead and hit it again. Yep, hit it. Good. Let's see if we go into the BIOS. There we go. So here is the BIOS. Now you might be seeing quite a bit of reflection on the screen, but it's pretty cool. We of course are not going to do any overclocking. There's not enough fans going. I did, while we were working on the USB bootable Windows 10 media, I went ahead and ordered a SATA to 3-pin header for our additional fan, so we can get that working in the near future here. Otherwise, everything seems to be working good. What do you think, Gavin?
I think we'll be good.
Are we cool?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to boot into Windows this time?
Probably.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Not again.
You want to give it the 3-finger salute?
Yes.
Control, Alt, and Delete.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, wait. I did something wrong.
Got to press them all at the same time. I'll drink out of my Beast cup. My wife has the Beauty cup, of course.
Wait.
Got to hold them all together. Yep. All at the same time.
Oh, wait. I'm doing something wrong. I'm pressing the wrong keys.
Hold them down all together. Control, Alt, Delete.
There we go. I did it too fast. That was the problem.
All right.
Okay.
We're hoping it's going to boot into Windows.
Come on. Work. I really hope so.
So does my Beast coffee mug.
Yes.
Ain't looking too good at this point.
Oh,
Oh.
Come on.
It could be your birthday. It is your birthday.
It's my birthday.
I cannot believe it. You know, Linux is so much easier to install. Should have went with Linux.
No, we should have did that.
Okay, you're in charge. So click next.
Next.
And then that big fat install now button.
Okay. I missed the button, but I got it.
Setup is starting. I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what?
It's alive.
That's weird.
All right, now you can click next. We'll get to the key a little bit later. I don't have a product key. There you
What's
go.
the product key?
It is the license you use to buy it. We want Windows 10 Professional.
Pro?
Yes, that one.
With the N or no?
No.
Okay.
That one right there.
Okay.
We can always change it if it doesn't work right. Do you accept the license terms, Gavin?
You know when you go past, you know when you go like this and you all scroll down and then you click it?
Yeah.
And then you get attacked by everything that you didn't read?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You got to click that little box that says I accept. Otherwise you can't install Windows.
Yeah. Here we go. And our house explodes.
Now we want custom.
Custom, okay.
Because it's not an upgrade. And we're going to use drive 0 and we're going to click next.
Okay.
That's what's called the SSD, the solid state drive. Remember the fast one?
Yeah.
So we're going to do that one. So basically this is called the hurry up and wait part. We just basically sit here and watch it install Windows. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Now I do have the product key, so what we're going to do, once it gets all done installing Windows, we'll install the product key.
Uh-huh.
Because Uncle Bob bought a legitimate copy of Windows, so we have to do that.
Mm-hmm. You should do when we wait, you should be like, and here's a video of Meadow playing. And then you have a video of Meadow playing.
I actually do have several videos of Meadow playing. I look disheveled. I think we should just keep the camera on you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get you a beard like this, and then you can just pretend to be me.
Yeah. Wait, it'll go like this. Hey guys, Mark here, and we have Gavin. Hey guys. Do you know what we're gonna be doing, Gavin? No, I don't. we're gonna be building a computer. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to hook up with.
We'll glue a fake beard to the bottom of your thumb, and you can make it me.
Yeah.
So every time I talk, you just take your hand and go like that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. And here we have Mark.
Christmas edition.
That's right.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh! You know what you should do?
What?
You should have Pixie bar. You should have like have the It should be like Christmas song,
Yeah.
but you'll have Pixie barking, so it'll be like ruh, 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 ruh. It'll be like that.
I could actually, and Meadow too.
Ruh, 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 ruh. Yeah, have her as the lower note.
Yep. See, that's why I like SSDs. They're so much faster.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to move this here since we're not hitting any keys at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'll just put this right here. Sorry about the sucky angles here. This room is really tiny, so we're just kind of making do.
Yeah.
But I figured out what the problem with the thumb drive was. I had used it for a Linux install, and I needed to go into Linux and wipe it completely and then format it, and then I tried to run it. It's checking the video. It'll be okay.
Okay.
I hope. If it rebooted, it does reboot sometimes, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to panic yet because it does reboot while it's installing.
Everyone panic.
But anyway, then it failed the bootable media maker, the Windows bootable media maker. So what I had to do after that was format it in Windows as FAT32. Then, just as a precaution, the Windows installer program actually downloaded a new copy of the ISO and then made my installable media, my bootable media for Windows 10, and then it finally worked. So we actually were goofing off for what, an hour?
Yeah.
And you were playing with the puppy dog?
Yeah. Meadow.
Which, if we could fit her in here, she'd be in here because she loves Gavin. It's her best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves you.
Play tug of war with her.
Yeah, she loves it when people come over and play with her. She thinks it's the coolest.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going to do this video two ways. One is going to be the entire installation video, even if it's 5 hours. Raw and uncut.
Uncut.
The Gavin Meister installing Windows and building a computer. Does that sound cool?
Yeah.
And then I'll do another one that's an edit, and I'll just make a short version for the people who don't have that kind of attention span.
Like me.
Well, and me, I'm going to be honest, but hey.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of help from a lot of YouTubers. I watched Jay's 2 Cents. This is embarrassing. I can't remember who I watched. So if I remember, I will flash it up on the screen here, but more than likely I won't remember. But including Jay's 2 Cents, I watched probably 5 or 6 hardware installation videos, and then I watched a good dozen videos on the Ryzen 2400G processor. Probably watched I would say a dozen videos on general installation of a modern computer. And have you heard about the Verge installation video?
No.
Everybody panned it because they said it was the worst how-to computer video, how to build a computer video ever made.
Really?
I think ours is the worst because of me. Because I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But we admit it. So that's different. You've never done it before.
Yeah.
And I forgot. So we got it running, so we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to jokingly say, and I watched the Verge video and learned everything I know about building a computer. Just kidding. It's a terrible video. No. I've built probably, if I was to guesstimate, I would say 200 or 300 computers. But if you're not doing it all the time, you just forget.
Yeah.
you know, and things change, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think my biggest mistake so far is this one doesn't have 2 fan headers on it.
Yeah.
Which really sucks.
Uh-huh.
Who ever heard of such a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we got a whole fan in there we can't even use.
Yeah. That does suck.
Oh well. I think Uncle Bob's going to like this computer a lot.
He is.
Once we get Windows 10 installed, something more to do.
Yes. Night Kingdoms.
Oh, you're going to put Bob in the United Kingdom?
Oh, wait, did I do something wrong?
No, you got it right. I was just kidding.
Okay. US.
We could put it in Scottish Gaelic. Just
Oh
kidding.
my gosh.
Don't do that. He'd never know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Nah, skip.
The Ethernet?
Skip for now, because I don't actually have it connected to the interwebs.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they really want us to connect to the interwebs, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I got a theoretical idea. I have a Wi-Fi card, so we could plug that in and get it installed. He's going to use the actual Ethernet. But let me go.
Hey, guys.
Hey, homies. Well, I'm going to repeat what I said in the hallway. So I've got a Wi-Fi AC connector. We're going to see if Windows is smart enough and it has drivers for it. I'm going to go with no, Gavin. What do you think?
Maybe.
If it doesn't work, I've got a Wi-Fi N adapter that might work. Okay. Whoops. Okay, we're putting that in. And I'm going to say yes. Oh, check that out. It actually worked. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. I'm honestly shocked. We actually want to use this one because I've got an extender right here in this room.
Wow.
And I'm going to say connect. And now we got to enter a key. So we'll block the cameras for a second. Hi, we're back. Okay.
I don't think they got... I don't think they were able to see the screen.
It doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're going to come to my house.
Give me your password to your...
And I change my Wi-Fi password daily.
Yeah.
Not really.
Shh, don't tell them that.
I know, I'm telling you. So, it's actually easier than ever to install Windows 10, as you can tell.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing to it. Well, Uncle Bob is going to want a personal use. Here, I'm going to let you run it.
Okay.
He does not have an account, and he probably will not have one, so click offline account on the lower left.
Offline account.
And say no.
No. Okay.
And put Bobo. B-O, capital B-O. B-O. Next.
Okay.
Now I need to give him a password, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to block the screen, and I think what I'll do for right now, because he can change it anytime he wants, is just do a basic one, and it'll probably complain about it, but that's okay. Of course, we gotta redo it. Okay. Create security questions. Or even better, use an online account. They're actually going to make me do this.
Huh. You know what'd be really sad?
What?
If they asked how many friends you had, and then you put 0.
Well, they can't see the screen on that camera, so we don't got to block it.
Yeah.
So I'll do these without saying anything.
Yeah.
And then they won't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're asking us to do 3 security questions. And I think this is stupid, but, you know, whatever. Because I'm not Bob, so... I'm just gonna put in what I think it will be. And number 3 here.
You could do that one.
I don't know if it'll be accurate, but I'll just put it in. Because the funny thing is, the password's easy. He's not going to forget the password. Okay. Let's decline to make Cortana our personal assistant.
Okay.
Because it's dumb. No. Okay, starting from the left, turn off online speech recognition.
Okay.
Turn off Find My Device.
Okay.
Turn off inking and typing.
Okay.
Turn off advertising ID. And then on the right, turn off location.
Okay.
Turn off diagnostic data. And turn off tailored experiences. And click accept.
So basically everything off.
Yep. I'm glad they actually offer privacy settings right from the get-go. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, that you got to go dig around in an operating system to find it. So they're trying to be proactive and say, yeah, we're going to help you figure out what settings you want right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get that cable to get out of the way. So I think that's probably one of the faster Windows 10 installs I've ever done.
Yeah.
But it's looking good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to benchmark this thing and see how it's doing.
Yeah.
I do have to transfer the data from his old hard drives to his new hard drives. That's not going to be very fun.
No.
The problem is I don't know what he wants from the old hard drives.
Yeah.
So it can be a long, drawn out booger.
Yeah. Almost there. Whoa.
Set up browser. Nah, we don't care about setting up the browser. We don't got any speakers plugged in, so unfortunately we're not going to hear any sound.
Oh, there's no speakers on this?
Oh, yeah, actually there is on the TV now that you mention that. And I think it should be able to play. No speakers or headphones are plugged in, whatever. AMD high definition audio device. Oh, it's located in the HDMI connector, so it should work. You make a good point. So we'll try to get it working, but it's okay if we don't, because I'll turn the audio up just a little bit in case we get it working. It's not plugged in, it's the TV, dude. Okay, so it was no help whatsoever. We don't care. The one thing I think is weird is why it's running such a low resolution.
Yeah.
1024 by 768 when it can do 1920 by 1080.
Oh, yeah, it's so much better.
Isn't it?
Oh.
So I don't know what was up.
What? Go over to here.
It's got a couple messages for us.
It says that.
Screen resolution, performance, and battery life may be reduced until a compatible driver is finished installing. Yeah, isn't that funny that it went ahead and turned Cortana on anyway? even though we don't want to use Cortana as our personal
Yeah.
assistant.
Darn you!
We'll turn off notifications for Cortana.
What if you could have Cortana have like you could like make her say different things,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't-
Probably could.
like have her have an accent.
Yeah.
A Jarvis. You could have the Jarvis
That's
voice.
what she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work very good. So it's complaining that it doesn't have a good resolution driver. I think we should go and probably get drivers for the Radeon display adapter.
Ah.
So welcome to Microsoft Edge. Type in here
Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge is the fastest. I like these. These are cool.
Edge is actually pretty fast. When you're on a Windows computer, it is the best.
Google.com.
Okay, so
Wow, that is really weird.
what's that?
I'm not used to looking at a TV screen like it's a computer.
Right.
Isn't that weird?
Yep, it can be a monitor too. That's the cool thing.
Yeah.
We want to do the Ryzen 5 2400G, and you can see Mark can't type where the hill of beans. 2400. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to school and learn to type.
Yeah.
2400G drivers.
That's crazy.
So drivers and support. Adrenaline Edition 18.10.1.
Yeah. You know what'd been really cool? If you live stream this and then you went to that live stream on this computer and then it was just
You can. I guess I'll download it. He may need to install it more than once. 18 seconds remaining.
and then it says 50 minutes left. Don't you hate when that happens? It's like 10.
Yes, I do.
It's like 50 seconds left. 50, not 50, 20, 60.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what it's doing too. Look.
2 minutes left.
It's actually going up.
Okay, that makes no sense.
And it's stalled at 52%.
1 minute left. 10 minutes. 6 minutes. I hate when it does that. Like,
It's frustrating.
how can it go up and
Hard to say.
just pick a time?
I'm telling you. So I'm assuming Windows is downloading new drivers in the background. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run this and say, sure, why not? And install. And this is a decent computer, so you can actually watch. We'll do more details.
Performance.
And we can go over here and we can say show us change graph to logical processors. So now we can see there's 4 physical cores in there, but 8 threads. So they operate as 4 independent processors inside the one processor die.
Wow.
Makes it go faster.
Yeah.
We like fast.
Uh-huh.
And he's using 2.1 gigs of memory. Not too shabby.
No.
End user license. Help us improve quality. I'm going to leave that on because I would like to see the drivers get better for AMD. I'm sure they're good, but why not?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm just going to tell it express install. That way it'll just get done.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll do a reboot.
Uh-huh.
I thought maybe it was a different motherboard I was looking at it, but I thought that this motherboard had Bluetooth because I could hook up a Bluetooth speaker to it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Then we just have to wait. Apparently that little bar is going to go all the way across the screen. I guess we'll try not to fall asleep, huh?
Yeah. You know what it's going to do?
What?
It's going to load, and then load right here to here, and then it's just going to stop.
Like it did right now?
Yeah. And just stay there.
As long as it doesn't go backwards.
Oh my gosh, if it did that. If it went like...
I know. We should see the screen blink.
Oh.
Because it's installing a new driver. Okay, it wants us to do a restart. So I'm going to take the Windows 10 thumb drive out and do a restart.
Restarting.
Your mom or your mama wants to know if you have your phone on.
Oh, no. It's in my coat.
Will you go get it?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking... I usually don't opt for that kind of stuff. See how it's overscanning? That's the fault of the TV. See how the stuff goes off the screen there? We can fix that. I'll show you. We'll turn the overscan off. And now it fits. What would we do now? Well, we could do Geekbench. It should do a search. And we're going to download it for Windoz.
What's this for?
This is a benchmarking program.
Ah.
And I'll just do run. We'll let it go ahead and install. I just heard sound. Did you just hear sound?
Yeah.
Man, Windoz, you don't even know like we know. You're working. What a turkey. I knew it would work. Yeah, look, it's fine down here now.
Wow.
Gosh. Yeah, this program, we're going to go ahead and run it. So I'm going to close the browser back there. And we'll say finish. And we're going to let Geekbench run here in just 1 second.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to get a license because this is just for personal use. So I'm going to run the CPU benchmark and then we'll run the compute benchmark, which is for the graphics. Now either one of these should make those fans speed up. We should hear them speed up.
Yeah.
And while we're doing it, if you want to have some fun, we can run Task Manager and watch the processor activity here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the GPU, that's the graphics processor, which will go up when we do this one. So I'm going to run that benchmark, and we should see everything kind of pop up. So we got a working computer, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wow. To think these were in a box.
Yeah.
And we put this together and now we have a computer.
They were just a bunch of parts.
Yeah. And now it's a computer.
And now it's a good working computer. We did it by the book. Everything went well.
There's so much space like right here.
I know. Well, you can get a video card to put in there. More hard drives. You know, all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, look at those.
Only tiny spikes though.
Yeah.
CPU, there it goes, 5481, but I don't know. I expected it to be like kind of a block.
Yeah. Why is it going so slow though?
It's not. It's just it basically takes a reading of how busy the processor is every once in a while. What I'd really like to know is what temperature the processor's running at, so we'll probably have to find an app to tell us.
Yeah.
So we can see what's going on.
Mm.
I've used so many of them, I can't even remember what I've done.
Yeah.
Says 15 gigabytes DDR RAM, SD RAM, 301 megahertz. I'm assuming it's running it faster than that.
Yeah.
One processor, 4 core, 8 threads, code name Raven Ridge. Now it's getting a little busier. I don't know what that said. It went too fast. It's so funny that we reboot and the sound just works.
Yeah. Now it's starting to get...
Yep. I'm just surprised it didn't go hit the top and stay there.
Yeah.
Okay, here come our results. Wow, that is actually a really good multi-core score. I'm actually very happy with that. I'm going to take a picture because what I'll do for my happy viewers is right around this point I'll put something on the screen showing all of my other computer scores and compare it to this one. But this is decent. This is way decent. I think what I'm going to do is install Steam, and we can download a game and see how it does.
Nice.
So let's see where we can figure out to download Steam.
I know a free game too.
Do you?
Yeah.
On Steam?
Yeah.
What is it?
Walking More Robots.
Really?
Yeah, I have it on my computer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I was surprised it was free. Well, it is free for... It is free for your phone, tablet, and computer.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how it can be, say, updating Steam when it's actually installing it for the first time, but hey, whatever. Do.
Now we just wait.
A lot of waiting.
Yeah.
You know, I have a game called Witcher 3. We should download it, install it on this computer, and just see how well it runs. Because it's super heavy duty.
Great.
Log in to an existing account. Okay, I'm just going to move that over there so I can type in my stuff. I think it's going to take quite a while to download Witcher 3, but we'll see what happens. Oh, that's right. I'm ready to enter my code. They always make you do this.
So why do they do this?
So that nobody can steal your information. I'm going to change this so it's something easier to figure out.
Yeah.
The name of the computer. Cruise to my library, and I think I'm going to grab Witcher 3. That's probably the one I have that's most graphics intensive. So it's going to take 38 gigs. That's going to be a little while.
Yeah.
Preparing the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Allocating disk space. I wonder if it formatted that second drive. No, so we got to do that. Oh, so I'm gonna go back into disk management and here's the drive we have. And we're going to go ahead and do new simple volume. Assign it a drive letter. Format it. And finish. Because that way the drive will be all ready to accept data.
Yeah.
So there it is.
New volume.
Yep, that's the 4 terabyte drive. That's the SSD.
Would it be funny if it was already downloaded and ready to play?
Well, look at it. It's what happens if you click it is it says play will begin after you finish downloading. So it's at 1%. We'll let it do its thing. I'm going to turn the cameras off to preserve batteries. But for all practical purposes, this computer is built. I may end this video here and then have a longer benchmarking video. I have another drive that needs to be put into it, and I have a Blu-ray drive that Uncle Bob is bringing over. But Gavin successfully built the computer and installed the operating system.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I know.
I love it.
Crazy we built a computer.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice computer. There are literally no LEDs in this.
Yeah.
Bob won't care. He doesn't care about LEDs. He thinks they're, you know, BS. So, you know, if we wanted to, we could add him in the future if he wants, but he won't care.
Yeah, he won't care.
He just wants a functional computer. So I'm going to wrap it up here, but I'll be coming back. We're going to test out Witcher 3. Gavin may still be here, and we'll have him do the Witcher 3 test and see what he thinks.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Till next time. Toodaloo.
Bye.
And what do we always say at the end?
What did he say?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Or if you didn't like it at all, just drop a comment and tell us how badly we installed this computer.
Yeah. Definitely.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
Some people would.
They would. Have a good one.
Bye.
This video was made possible with support from viewers like you. If you find this video useful, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/fastgadgets. Oops. Move this back here since it's the most important, expensive piece of equipment.
And you bumped it.
Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D.R.E.